introduction. Who are you?
Okay, hello, my name is David Peachy. I'm an Australian teacher and I've been on italki for the past 6 years.
So, why did you start doing this?
Okay, well, I enjoy travel and I enjoy learning languages, so I joined italki just after it actually launched, and this is quite a few years ago. And I was a member on the site for quite a while before I started teaching. And then I decided about 5 or 6 years ago, why not? I'll set up my account. I'm already an English teacher in real life, teaching in Europe at the time. So, yeah.
Were you using it to learn another language yourself?
Yes, I was using it to make contact with Slovak speakers. I was living in Slovakia, and also some exposure to Italian and French.
Oh, great. So you were a student and then you said, well, okay, I'm here, I might as well become a teacher.
Yes, and I had been teaching, well, I had been helping other members by answering questions and correcting notebooks. So I thought it makes a natural extension and go professional online.
Yeah, great. So how does it compare to the real classroom?
It's a good question. In my classrooms, I usually encourage a lot of interaction between students. So using technology doesn't happen a lot in my classroom. I tell students to put down the mobile phones, put away the electronic dictionaries. Please don't use the internet, use what's in your mind. Since we're already connected and we have access to all of this information, I think the biggest difference is we use the information online a lot more readily in a classroom. I find that people are more punctual. People come to class on time, like on the exact minute, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, yes, that would apply to individual students if I was compared to teaching online or sitting in the same room. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm in Switzerland, so everyone is always on time for every meeting anyway. It's a scandal to be 2 minutes late. Yeah.
Okay. That's healthy.
Yeah, I got used to it. So, as a student, what is the biggest challenge of learning online?
The biggest challenge of learning online, I think the great thing about having access to online lessons is it motivates you. And that's very, very important. There are massive amounts of information online, and basically almost anything you'd want to know about English, for example, you can simply look it up. But there's not really much motivation to do it. Being accountable, being responsible to a teacher really, really helps, I'd say. Yeah, so that solves the problem of having all this information but not being pushed to use it, I'd say. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's interesting. And do you have students who have one lesson a week, or do they just come like when they have a presentation the next day or something like that? Are they more regular?
Good question. I do have regular students from about intermediate to advanced level, and yeah, I would see them every week or every second week. So it's always reassuring to have the long-term students. Yeah. Of course, a lot of students have an exam of some type coming up, like the CAE, for example, and they want some feedback. They want they want to refine their English skills a bit. They want to know where their errors are.
Yeah.
So I usually have some workshops, speaking practice, focused speaking practice. So we'll focus on a certain way of talking, creative thinking, and yeah, that benefits the students quite a lot. So, but they would normally come to me for about 4 or 5 lessons before their exam anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the more the better, course, right? Yeah. But I think what my experience of the website is that a lot of students, they think, oh, I've got that exam soon, right? I should start to prepare for that. And yeah. But yeah, I think this is a good opportunity for them, because in theory, they could get 5, 6, 7 lessons in the last month before the exam and get a lot of the nerves out of the system, right?
Oh, definitely. Especially when they're talking to someone, and just the interaction is important. It's easy to... It might seem easy to just sit by yourself in a room, talk quietly to yourself, memorize, read, do exercises online, but when you're facing another person, it's a different ball game. So
yeah,
it definitely benefits the students to have that interaction.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of my students, they use English in work and they have a lot of English in their life, but they don't get any correction from anybody, and that's one of the main problems holding them back. So I think this could be a good solution for a lot of people. I can't believe it took me so long to find out about it. Yeah. So let's talk about what you can do for CAE students specifically. You are familiar with the exam, right?
Yes. The Cambridge exams, in my first year of officially being a teacher, I was running some preparation courses for the Cambridge exams. In that case, it was the FCE. And so that moved on to finding out about the CAE. So some of my lessons are focused towards, for example, talking about a picture. One of the speaking parts is discussing options. And deciding and going through the process of making a decision, usually with another candidate as well.
So if a student booked a one-on-one lesson with you, you would play the role of the other candidate?
Yes, definitely. That's what we did last time.
Okay.
Or basically I could be something between a candidate and a moderator and offer more questions, prompting questions, for example.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, sounds good. How would you help someone with their writing?
Yes, basically, there are a few things I do for the students who want writing corrections. Typically, they write an example essay. We might use Google Documents, for example, or some of them just send me the text. And we'd work through quite thoroughly. I'm very thorough with texts, and we consider other ways of expressing the same idea. Cleaning up any grammatical mistakes, so I'll take the time to explain how why this error happened and how we can avoid it in the future. Basically the thinking, general suggestions about structuring as well. So writing correction is a major thing that I do. I had my last student was in need of writing correction. And just today.
Okay, perfect. And I mean, how do you think it works well online?
Yes, I think so. Okay. I think it really works best when it seems very time consuming, but if you have your essay and you take the time to go through it paragraph by paragraph, sentence by sentence with someone else, someone to go through it with you, walk you through it, then I think that's beneficial. Obviously on italki you have a free service notebook where you would put your essay up, someone comes along, corrects it. Sometimes you don't get you get a corrected text, but you wouldn't get the feedback that you need. So you'd see the correct answer, or the correct way of writing the sentence, but probably no advice on how to do that yourself.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, super. Where are your students mostly from?
At the moment, my in real life students are from Brazil, Colombia, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, mainly Thailand as well. Online, some Europeans. My next student is from Ukraine, but she's in Dublin. From Germany, quite a few Russian students, because they see on my profile that I've already taught in Russia.
Oh, they like that.
Yeah, it's an attractive part. Of course, I don't speak Russian with them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But they've got that, I don't know, reassurance. Maybe I could, quickly translate a word for them.
Or you at least understand their needs a little bit more.
Yeah, or understand the Russian way of thinking. Yeah. So if I hear a sentence and it sounds chaotic, I could understand how it would sound in Russian and then transfer the grammar from there.
So, David, thanks for your time. It's been great. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
To finish today, what's your biggest tip for CAE students?
Okay, definitely. If you're going to take the CAE exam, make sure you practice with someone else. This is part of the speaking task. Anyway, you will be doing the exam with another person. The best of all, you would actually find a teacher who can give you proper feedback as well. But the interaction, it's absolutely important. Great, thanks very much, and looking forward to speaking with you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, David.
Bye.
That was good.
Okay.